let's walk and talk for a bit. A little walking does you good to clear the mind. I was recently talking to somebody and they had a problem, and then somebody offered to help with it, but they knew what probably the answer was anyways. So they were like, bless him, he means well. And I kind of laughed at it because, like, where I'm from, when you say bless him, it means well. It's not what you think it means. Like, you say that with somebody that you think is stupid, or they tried but they did something really idiotic. It's not even a trying and failing thing. It's a being a dumbass and failing thing. Like, so I think it's like kind of funny. It's one of those cultural things, like bless him. No, like for the longest time, I didn't get a lot of stuff when I first moved away from where I lived, because people were saying certain stuff and I didn't get it. And that's one of those really great things about if you step outside the box of where you live and the culture you grew up in. You learn so much stuff about other people and how other people say things, And language alone is, it's super interesting. I don't speak any other languages, but exploring other cultures is super interesting too, because you get those simple turns of phrases. They both mean something in both languages, but one is totally like non-aggressive, and the other one's very soft aggressive in a way. And there's a lot of those type of sayings in the South about, like, bless him, he means well. And like where I'm from, they say it a lot about stupid kids. And like you'll see old people say that a lot. Like, oh, bless him, he means well. It's so funny. And the thing is like, these are never things that are like I hope my friend, when me explaining it to her, didn't think I was like going after her or anything like that, because I was basically saying, oh, where I'm from, it sounds totally different than where you're from when you say that. So it's one of those things. Like, I found it really funny, and I'm sure she did too, that you can say these things and they can mean something totally different to one person than to another. Isn't like it great, the differences? So that's one of the reasons why I fucking hate when people are against diversity things. Not only in a selfish way, because fun, entertainment, and art so much cooler when you get it from 8 billion different angles. But also those very quirky little things that are so fun when you're around or put yourself in the company of different people from different places. I love it. I loved when I went to college and that I for the first time was around people so much different than me. And I've always said, with the price of education in this country and everything, like, I think, like, kids for the most part, is college really a good thing for them? I mean, unless you can somehow get it all paid for, like, it's not a good investment for their future. It really isn't. The professionals in this country, when it comes to workforce, is being degraded all the time. And they don't want, people that even want the professional, like, degrees and stuff like that, don't want to pay them like it. Or they just want to hire people with no training at all. So I don't think it really benefits kids that much. The thing it does benefit them in is the kids having a chance to be around different people from different cultures. And like when I was in college, I was around mostly people that weren't from the South. And it's the same thing when I went to Canada for a short time. When I was around people from there, they found my accent very interesting and the stories I tell. And to this day, I tell stories at my job now, and people are like, what? uh, that's how you learn about shit. And you learn about people. You open your mind, and you're not so closed-minded as when you're around other people and other cultures. And that's one of the reasons why I think people are so against public education. It's because a smart mind is most of the time not going to be as bigoted as an uneducated mind. Now, uneducated mind doesn't necessarily mean they went to school or they can talk real nice and neat or anything like that. You can be not know any knowledge about the rest of the world and be a very educated person. Education comes in so many different ways. But the diversity you get when you're around people from other ways of life, it stretches your mind so you don't look from just one direction, but you can look for more because you know that this is not true, but this can be true. Just some thoughts while walking. That title made, like I said, something smart or something. We all know that's not true.